Being just outside of Hawkins Field, it's an interesting part of Vanderbilt where they actually have the football field, the basketball arena, and the baseball field all sort of interconnected amongst one another here at Nashville. I'm joined by the Mississippi State beat writer of the Commercial Dispatch, Brett Hudson, talking about this matchup. We're about 30 minutes away from first pitch. The game is a 7 p.m. first pitch time. You can watch the game on ESPN2. Brett, give me sort of a key to this game tonight. If Mississippi State wins, fill in the blank.
It's because Ethan Small was awesome. He's starting for the first time on a Friday night all season long. That role has been filled by Connor Pilkington since the first Friday of the 2017 season. He's now on the Saturday role for Mississippi State. But the season numbers suggest that Ethan's actually been better than Connor for most of the year this year. Ethan's ERA is in the range of 2.6. Connor's is over 4. There are reasons for both of that, but the short story is Ethan Small has been the better pitcher all season long based on the baseline statistics. So he's getting to start on Friday night, and if he's good, State's obviously got a great chance to win, because early in the year they were losing Friday games 2-1 when Connor was great, but there wasn't much run support. They've got plenty of run support now based on what we saw in Tallahassee.
We've seen how important, obviously, scoring and hitting and the bats have been for both Vanderbilt and Mississippi State. If MSU can hit well, just how important is that going to be going forward with this team, especially if they aspire to make it to Omaha and beyond that?
I mean, if they're hitting like a College World Series team right now with the way they're driving in runs top to bottom in their lineup. I mean, if you look at their lineup construction from their final 3 or 4 games in Tallahassee, their hottest hitter might be Dustin Skelton, and he's hitting number 8.
Yeah.
When you've got a guy that hot in your 8-hole, you've probably got a pretty good lineup, and that's exactly what the case has been with Jake Mangum, Rowdy Jordan, Tanner Allen, Hunter Stovall, and Elijah McNamee as your top 5. You're going to be strong, and that's exactly how the case has been. I mean, Tanner Allen's a freshman All-American hitting 290 something, and he's several points behind Hunter Stovall and Jake Mangum. That's how good this lineup is right now.
We did a Periscope together just about a couple hours ago. You say State in 3, I say State in 3. You still stand behind Mississippi State winning this best-of-3 series in 3 games?
Yeah, I do. I think the fact that Ethan Small is going first, he's been giving State long starts all season long. 4 of his last 5 starts have gone at least 6 innings. He's shown the ability to go 7 1/3 in the past. If Mississippi State gets that, they kind of save a relatively thin bullpen for later in the series. They could really go all in on a Game 3, use a J.P. France for the second time in the series if they wanted to, use a Zach Neff in the same way, go to Riley Self once again in a similar situation. I think this actually sets up pretty well, especially because of the run support. They can stand to win a game 9-7 at some point in this series, because clearly they have the ability to. They knocked Stanford out of the Tallahassee Regional 9-8.
Yeah. So State can win a lot of different ways, which is very unique, and it really hasn't been that way for some time. So Brett Hudson with the Commercial Dispatch, make sure you read his stuff. The Mississippi State beat writer, he'll be here all weekend along with me. We will have a recap of the game hopefully coming up tonight on WCBI Sports. But if you don't see us on TV, we'll have it all on our website at WCBI.com. So buckle up. It's going to be a big weekend of baseball here in Nashville. For Brett Hudson and Robby on WCBI Sports, Thomas.